Hello, welcome back to Ekenebanye's Reflection. Today, I want to reflect on an event that was supposed to happen, but was cancelled a few days ago. There was a scheduled Pan-African convention supposed to be hosted in Ghana a few days ago, and it was cancelled at the last minute. And yesterday, so many African youths and pundits were angry and talking about it. I want to comment on it. Now, do I know why the event was cancelled? I don't know. And the only thing we hear is, I mean, for me right now, I've looked everywhere on the internet. All I see is the comments of youths who were there and some websites comments. Okay, let's take some of those some of the comments on the internet. Let's see. Where should we go? Let's see. Yes, this African news. Okay, this is their take on this. They said government stops hosting of the convention in Ghana. Yeah, this is the flyer of the event with the headliners, Dr. Arikana, PLO Lumumba, Julius Malele, and Peter Obi. Okay, these big wigs are from Zimbabwe, Kenya, South Africa, and Nigeria, and so many others. See, many young Africans and other people came from all over Africa and some from outside Africa, okay, wanted to be here. But the event was cancelled at the last minute, and many are very, very angry at it. Okay, so let's see. Let's read this. The new Africa Foundation, organizers of the convention, a Pan-African event which was to take place on January 7 at the Black Star Square in Accra, Ghana, has said that the program has been cancelled. A press release issued late January 7 evening by the organizers said the event themed Igniting the Voice of Africa was stopped by the government. We regret to inform you that the government has cancelled the above Pan-African event, which was to take place today at the Independence Square in Accra, Ghana. All the special guests have arrived and thousands of people have come from all over Ghana as well as around the globe for the historic event. We have just been informed of the cancellation of the event a couple of hours before its commencement. This event was approved by the government in November of 2023. This came as a shock to us and a devastation to our dignitaries and special guests who flew in from around the world, the statement said. Now, so that's this communication. Let's listen to some of the invited guests. Yeah, let's listen to a couple of them and at least hear what they have to say. Okay.
I'm a king. The world at large, they know that Africa's future is in the hands of our youth. So New Africa Foundation specifically requested us to come and address African youth, starting with the youth in Ghana. And from what I'm hearing, the youth had actually come from all over Africa and some came from outside Africa, specifically to hear the message of empowerment, the message about our future, the message about the miseducation of not only our youth, but us as Africans. The message about empowering our children and letting them know that now it is the time for us to do what we must do to take our Africa back. For far too long, we have been lied to. For far too long, we have been miseducated. And so as elders, those of the ones who are sitting with me today, and many others, we understand that we have failed our youth, but we do have a responsibility to make it right. And we do know that with our little wisdom and the energy and the intelligence of our youth, together, we can take our Africa in a new direction. That is what we came here to do. And that is what New Africa Foundation has asked us to do. We do know that our leaders cannot lead us on their own. They need all of us. So the message that we were going to deliver to our youth today was the message of hope, the message of resilience, and the message that says the Africa we want can only be built by us for us. And for us to succeed at doing so, we must be united.
Thank you very much. My good sister, Dr. Arikana, has spoken for me, and I believe for all of us. We came here to Accra, Ghana, to share our message. The message of hope. The message that Africa needs at this time. And there is no better place in the continent of Africa to begin that message than Accra, Ghana. It is in this Accra, Ghana that the Osagie for Kwame Nkrumah, almost 67 years ago, spoke to the world and told the world that the independence of Ghana meant nothing if the continent of Africa was not free. 67 years later, we were congregating here in Accra, in the very same place where the founding fathers and mothers of Ghana congregated to share the message of hope. Invited as we were by the New Africa Foundation, with one single instruction that we have lamented for too long, agonized for too long, and the time is now to organize. That is the innocent message that we came here to deliver. And in a manner totally inexplicable to us, we are not at that venue.
I'm pro-Africa, but I'm not a Pan-Africanist. Why is that? Why am I not a Pan-Africanist? Simply, I don't know what Pan-Africanism mean, especially in this era. I have heard as so many self-confessed Pan-Africanists describe Pan-Africanism very differently. And I'm confused. I don't know exactly why the Ghanaian government canceled this event, but I can speculate based on the ideas, the rhetoric sometimes of some of the young Africans who say they are Pan-Africanists. One of this idea is about the idea of revolution. Now, see, interestingly, whenever somebody talk about revolution, it scares any government, okay, and it scares a lot of people because a revolution can start small, start with talk, and quickly develops into maybe violence. And any government would not want that. And I'm sure Ghana would not want, maybe in 1 year, 2 years time, the revolution that starts with them become something that topples governments. Well, I'm just speculating, but it's a very real issue for governments. And Ghana as a country and Ghanaian government would not like to be labeled as the government that allowed it to happen. Now, do I think that Africa needs some kind of a revolution? Oh yeah. But the revolution of ideas. You see, for me, Africa needs its enlightenment, where people come and talk, debate issues, write books to expound their ideas. But unfortunately, we are not doing that. See, we people who may have ideas are not expanding them in a manner that more people can dig into them, ask more questions. Well, some of the headliners of this event have been prominent in the last few years, and they have been expanding their ideas, but I have hardly heard them being questioned about. Most of them just talk, okay, and they are asked simple questions about those things, and they talk more. But I have hardly seen a video where the ideas are scrutinized. See, we need to scrutinize ideas to make sure we can dissociate the wrong part of it and make it better. But I haven't seen that happen. So I would like to see those ideas being polished. Yes, that's the word, being polished by by further exploration, by debates. Now, that's one thing. Another issue I've seen is that most people who talk about Pan-Africanism have a lot of rhetorics of victimhood. See, for me, if you have been listening to my videos, you know I am not one to harbor any victimhood mentality. See, things happen. Things happen. And we need to be bold to confront them. But we can't be bold if we also want to see ourselves as victims. And I've seen a lot of that from young Africans who claim to be Pan-Africanists. Now, thirdly, I've seen a lot of Pan-African speakers, young ones mostly, who speak so authoritatively and have a lot of Marxist, socialist, and anti-capitalist language in their thoughts. Now, me, I was a student of one of the big Marxists in my country, Nigeria. My graduate school lecturer and supervisor, the late Dr. Festus Iyayi, he was a Marxist, and he was a good friend of my father and a good mentor to me. I wish he was alive today, where we can debate all these things. Now, I say debate because I know he would have loved to debate those things with me. Now I see a lot of young Africans espousing those ideas without anybody debating them with them. It's as if they are ideas that we must absorb without any debate. And this is something, this is one of the reasons why I say I'm not a Pan-Africanist, because what I've seen on the internet mostly doesn't tell me anything good is going to come, because the countries who have implemented those ideas in the past have failed. Not just failed woefully, economically, socially, woefully. So I can't imagine Africa still struggling to come out. Now, for young Africans, embracing the ideas that has failed woefully in other countries. Hey, I'm willing to see more people talk about those things and maybe convince me that these ideas will work in Africa, even though they have not worked anywhere else. So these things will scare any government, especially African governments. So gathering a sizable number of youths from all across Africa and beyond will be seen as a threat. Maybe these things I see is also being seen by people in the Ghanaian government, and maybe by some other governments around Africa, and they would have told the Ghanaian government, we are not up for this. I don't know. I'm just speculating. So this is my take. So on the Think Big for Africa podcast, which I host, I ask my Pan-Africanist guests about Pan-Africanism and what Pan-Africanism is. So I ask that question, ask maybe 3 times now. So I will continue doing that because I want us to continue talking about these things. I want us to talk about all these things. This is my thinking. If we want a big idea like Pan-Africanism to work, it should be easy to understand. Right now, different people have different definitions. We don't have any standard definition, which we can see in action, in reality. So we need to have a standard definition, agreed standard definition. We need to see clear and agreed goals. We need to see clear and agreed foundational shared values. So it must not be based on ideological or belief system, because ideology and belief systems are personal to individuals and therefore are divisive in nature. So see, all these things are issues I see confronting Africa and Pan-Africanism. And I think we need to sit down and talk about those things. We need more talk. We need more debates, until we get into this mode of debate, and writing books. I talk about this all the time, and it may sound like I'm just banging my head, but it's very important. Okay, yeah, okay. Today, people do more videos like I'm doing right now, but writing books have some magical properties. By writing a book, you need to do more research, and it allows you more time to articulate your thoughts and pen it down and polish it as often as you can before the book is published. Yeah, I mean, look at the way I'm talking. I'm thinking and talking. A book, you think, you write, you think again, you polish, you're writing. Hey, so writing books is magical, and we need to imbibe those habits. That's part of African enlightenment. We need to go through these stages to come out at the other side with more polished thoughts. Yeah. So this is my take of why this Pan-Africanist convention was cancelled. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what is going on. And hey, it's very, very possible. I'm not in Ghana. I'm not in the Ghanaian government. So hey, let me know your own thoughts. Why do you think this event was cancelled? And what do you think about Pan-Africanism? Let me know your thoughts. All right. So if you like this content, like it, subscribe to the channel. Take care. Bye.